Good morning, Catherine. Welcome and hello on Far FM radio.
Merci, thank you for having me.
Catherine, we saw you on screen moving to the groove with Justin Bieber. So can you please tell us what is your favorite song at the moment, if you have one, in general?
Well, I was following your moves, sir. So this was from you. So thank you for the loosening up. What is my favorite song? I like Alter. I forget who this is by. But I like the Christian rap at the moment, or Holy Spirit Fire.
So, Catherine, you represent Canada in the domain of basketball. You also played for French clubs. So, you've got a bronze medal in basketball. In French, they're saying it's a 3x3. Is that how we're supposed to say it? Can you just unpack basketball for us, please?
Yes, officially in English, it is 3x3. And in French, what I gather, it's le trois-trois.
So, usually we've noticed that basketball players are quite tall. Are you one of those tall players?
I am one of those players. I am about 192
If
centimeters. I have the girls who play the trois-trois can be very, very small. So big difference.
Were you very tall as a teen, or is that what brought you to play basketball, or were you attracted to other sports?
I played many sports. I'm very grateful that my parents put me and my siblings in other sports. It was very fun. And it was through different coaches really taught me to have more skills and to have more fun playing basketball. And so I continued in the sport.
When we are very tall and we literally physically stand out, as a teen, it can be something that's really eye-catchy. Was it something that was a bit complicated to live out as a teen? What's your experience?
Yes, as a teen and even younger, it was learning how to be comfortable, already standing out based on my size. I also have a twin sister, and we're similar, and so we very much are compared to each other when we were younger and stand out even more.
Catherine, what is it like knowing that you're coming to France to compete in the Olympic Games in 2024?
I definitely have a sentiment of it's familiar to me because I've lived here for 7 years, firstly, but very excited. The air in Paris right now is very excited. There's lots of people. There's a different excitement because Paris is obviously a place of excitement to begin with.
Catherine, we can see that we can see you live on video, and sometimes we can see some strands of hair moving with the wind. Are you feeling a bit warm where you are at the moment?
Yes, and it's for the television, like Celine Dion. I like to have my hair move sometimes. So
And Celine Dion is actually going to do the opening with Lady Gaga tonight.
yes, very exciting.
So now you're already in Paris at the Olympic Village. How are you going to live out and experience the opening ceremony?
Technically, I'm in an undisclosed location, but for the opening ceremonies, I will be in the village. My team won't be in the opening ceremonies, and we will be together with Team Canada athletes who are not going to be participating either, and it'll be an event in itself. We'll be watching the ceremonies together and united with our opening ceremonies outfit. So very exciting also.
So are your competitions going to start on the 30th of July, Catherine?
Yes, that's correct.
How are you preparing yourself in the last few days before the competition starts?
We have been practicing with our team at the training center. We will be going to the competition venue for the first time tomorrow, and we will be preparing strategy and physical placement and strategies like that to prepare for our first opponent, which is Australia.
Catherine, you are an amazing basketball athlete, but could you please tell us what place faith has in your life?
Definitely number one. I think that, well, I don't think, I know that my relationship with God and my faith is in everything and through everything.
How exactly do you live that out?
For myself, in my sport, I know that firstly, I'm not here without this gift from God. And that gratitude really is the foundation of my faith.
Catherine, this morning we started talking about your faith, and I would really like for you to share with us a complicated season that you went through, but you overcame thanks to your faith.
Good question. I think there's been a few in my life. But for me, it was really in the beginning of when I started to take my faith and my relationship with God to my for myself was when I was 21 in college. When I was in my last year of college, my brother passed away, and in this moment, it was obviously very unexpected. He was 22 years old, but I had a peace that surpassed all understanding and really forced me to go to God. And
Oh,
He sustained me.
wow, thank you so much for sharing that with us, Catherine. It's really challenging to think about how you're able to overcome such a situation with faith and throughout time as well. At some point in time, did your faith diminish, or did it was it snuffed out?
No, it wasn't snuffed out. I think in some moments it was made stronger, and by that I mean I didn't know that it was that strong to begin with when this happened, and so it gave me a confidence, firstly, that God was present with me and my family, and that He would sustain me through any trouble or situation. And so there was times of questioning for sure, and like grief, but it was definitely a building block of faith. And I think that God does these things obviously, but He uses adversity to draw us closer to Him.
Did this situation that you experience have an impact on your professional career, whether it's for you and your family members as a whole?
Not particularly in terms of over a long period of time. It was definitely a reminder of what's important in life, and
Um,
it's people and life, not basketball.
and Catherine, you mentioned how you're now an overcomer thanks to your faith from this season of grieving. As a high level athlete and performer, I believe you also expect to be victorious in your sport.
Yes, the the hard times of life are definitely harder than the hard times on a basketball game, but there was have been highs and lows after that as well, and so it's definitely been a reminder that there is something after this life. I just obviously believe as believer in Jesus that we have much better things to come in eternity with Him, and so that's the ultimate victory.
Catherine, what would your encouragement be to all of the athletes that are partaking in the Olympics during the season, or maybe a prayer that you have that you would say for them?
Yes, I guess two things. One is to, for myself in this last year with some other Christian basketball players, is to keep ourselves low or humble ourselves so that He can be lifted up and exalted. And the second encouragement is just to run the race. In Hebrews 12, verse 1, it says to run the race that is set before us. And that's something that's going to be individual to each of our adversities, but it's just an encouragement to stay focused on the goal and use every moment to glorify God.
Well, Catherine, since you actually speak French, would you like to encourage us in French?
Oui, c'est un privilège d'être là avec vous pour parler de Dieu. C'est pas toujours que les gens sont ouverts de parler avec leur foi ou parler de Dieu. Et je pense que c'est un espace particulier avec les athlètes parce qu'ils cherchent beaucoup pour quelque chose qui est plus grand. Et en fait, après la victoire, des fois, c'est toujours vide dans le cœur. Et c'est vraiment une opportunité pour les gens pour encourager les athlètes de quelque chose qui est plus grand que le trophée. Voilà. Merci.